Okay, so my Android radio came in and I decided to put it in this morning. It's only me, so I am actually taking things apart as I go. I just decided to do this after I had already started taking stuff apart. So I'm gonna show you what I did so far. It come with the pry tools if you don't have any. So you pry from the top here and you're gonna pull this off. And there's two screws to hold these in. You take off those two screws. They're 8mm. And also this right here, this bezel. Be careful with this because it's real flimsy and it will break. I have videos showing you how to take this dash off if you need instructions or videos for it later. But after you take that off, you pry this out, which comes out pretty easy once the screws are out. But once you pull it out, there will be three connections. There's one connection here to the hazard. There's another one here to the MMI flip out. And then there is one on the side right here. So you take those out. And so far, as far as I've gotten so far, like I said, it's just me. So I'm gonna take it apart. And when I take it apart, I would come back and show you the video of what I've done. Next, we're gonna take off the 8mm screws inside of here. We're gonna pull this unit out. We're gonna pull the HVAC unit out. We're gonna pull this unit out. In order to do this, we have to put this back into the drive or further so we can get this all the way out. But like I said, it's only me and I'll be working, so I will show you after I do it. But everything pops out. Everything pops out, so it's not really a big problem. These you squeeze, pull out. This same thing, squeeze, pull out. This same thing, you push it down further enough in the back right here, and it's a little notch that's holding it. It's gonna depress, and you're gonna pull it out. But the hazard, right? The hazard is actually going to be connected right here. I just cut mine. You don't have to cut yours. You can do whatever you want to do, but I just cut mine. But it's actually on there like this. Let me show you. It's actually in there like that. It's wrapped up like that. And it's just to keep it out the way. So you just got to remember when you're reinstalling it, either tape it back right there or make sure it's out of the way. Either way, I'm going to keep it. Okay. So once the screws came out, which are these two screws back here, 8mm, you're able to pull it out. But when you pull it out, you're going to have your display cable right here. This is going to be plugged up into this. This one, I will show you real quick. This cable is plugged into here. You're just gonna squeeze this piece and you're gonna pull it out. This cable right here is plugged into here. You're just gonna squeeze the two ends, pull it out. And this cable right here was plugged into here. Same thing, you're gonna squeeze the two inside pieces and you're gonna pull it out. And that's your MMI unit. I've already started prying this out. All you're gonna do is put the pry tool to the sides right here. Put it to the sides and you're gonna pull it out. It's just that simple. And once we do that, there's a screw under here. You can see it. We're gonna unscrew that and we're gonna pop that out as well. I didn't get that far. I just did the unit. I just wanted to stop and record and just show you all the progress so far. but I'm gonna go ahead and unplug everything over here and remove this one, and I will be right back. Okay, so I got everything out. When you get ready to take the AC unit out, make sure you pull the tabs out, push down, then pull out. So these three right here, where is it? There's another one. They're color coded so you can't really miss it, but I think this is, nope, that's not it. I lost it. I don't know where it's at. It's in there somewhere, but they are for the actual AC unit. Remember, you got to pull the tab and then push down, pull out. It's around here somewhere. I'm just not sure where. There we go, right there. All of them have red tabs, so you can't really miss it. And when you're ready to pull this unit out, you're not going to be able to get that out because there are two wires holding it hostage from coming all the way out, holding it short. This is one of them right here. So you have to reach on the bottom, put it out. Same thing on this side over here. It was this one right here. You reach on the bottom, put it out, and the unit slides right out. Remember, you might have to let your shifter back in order to do it, but it can be done. I'm looking through the wiring right now to figure out what goes where. I already know that this goes here. This is going to plug back into the back of the unit here. This is the fiber optics, I'm pretty sure, that goes back in there. All that came out pretty easy. I'm just going through all the wiring to see what goes where. No, I don't know. Trial and error, baby, trial and error. But I would definitely get there. And I will make notes as I go. Okay, doing some prep work on the radio. I just realized I had to slide the screen out. So what you have to do is pull this pin. Let me change this around a little bit. This pin holds this unit in. You see it's gonna slide in right here, and it's gonna hold the unit in like that. Also, there are some guides right here on the end. Got to make sure you slide them out and slide them back into the correct place. Once I put this together, I will come back and show you exactly what I mean. So I got the new unit in. As you can see, if you wanted to take this out, you see the little screw right here, the little pin. You push this pin all the way out, and you just pull it out. And once you pull it out, the screen moves freely, and it slides out. Make sure, you see this right here? These are the railings right here. There's two guides to go on there. And once you do that, your screen is ready. Okay. So I have everything hooked up in the back. There were some speaker wires that go to the center, so I had to pop the center speaker wire out. I went up under the bottom, I ran it behind the vents, and I pulled it up and I installed it up there. I didn't show it. The screen is working. Everything seems to be working good on it. So yeah, I am happy with it so far. As you can see, it looked just like the factory. Radio. Okay, so now that I tried everything out, make sure this pops out. I made sure the functions are working. I made sure I have sounds. I pretty much have everything on lock the way I want. I still have the box hanging out right there. I will figure that out later in a few minutes, as a matter of fact. So I went ahead, I put this back in. You basically put everything back in the reverse order. You hook the wire back up to the back of the unit, and you put the two small pieces that keeps it from coming all the way out. You put that on pretty much first, and you slide it back in, and you tighten the bolt back up. You have that in. Next, I am going to go ahead and upside down. I'm going to go ahead and hook everything back up. That way we can get ready to start putting everything back together. This right here is not from the factory. This came with the radio. It plugs into the box here. As you can see, the original piece plugs into it right here, and it stands out to this so it can be controlled by the radio. This is touchscreen, unlike the factory one. So let me go ahead and start putting things back together so I can put my car back in park. Okay, I've got the HVAC unit back in. I have the multimedia part back in. And what I like to do is give it a quick test before I put everything completely back in. All right, as you can see, if you touch the car button, it goes to the factory settings, the factory menu, telephone. Still have your factory GPS, radio. I don't want to turn the radio on right now because it will turn off my recording. But if you touch the screen, it takes you back to the Android unit. Now with the Android unit, in order to get sound from that, you have to have your actual MMI cable hooked up to that. I haven't plugged it in yet, but you have sound from the original radio. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the radio on so you can hear. All right, as you can see, this is the original factory unit. And the noise you keep hearing is my LCD reverse cam. I'll show you that later on. It's in one of my other videos, but it's not getting enough power right now, so it's cycling on and off.